Good evening, everybody. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another edition of Payoff Pitch 1985 season replay. The All-Star break is over. It is time now to begin the second half of this 85 season. And lots going on, and there is lots of playoff spots still available. We still got a long way to go here, but we're getting there. Today's date is July 18th, 85. We are at Memorial Stadium for tonight's game between the Kansas City Royals and the Baltimore Orioles. The Royals come into this game at 39-47. The Orioles come into this game at 38-47. You can see Baltimore 12 games back of the Yankees as they lead the American League East. Baltimore, however, is 6 back of the third spot. This is what matters, really, is the third spot. If you get the top 3 in each division, you will make the playoffs. Kansas City, however, who won the World Series in 1985, they are in trouble. They are a full 7.5 games back of the Mariners right now. The White Sox is still very much in there at 43-41. So these games are now going to become even more important than ever as we get further and further into the season that we are playing. Starting pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles in this game was Scott McGregor. He was 14-14 with a 4.81 ERA. And he gets the call tonight. So we're opening, as Bears Den 007 is first to join us here at Memorial Stadium. It is time to play some baseball. Second half of the season is underway. Leading off for the Royals in this game was center fielder Willie Wilson. McGregor's a lefty, and Wilson bats .293 against the left-handers in 85. Let's get back to some payoff pitch baseball. Here we go. First pitch is a tough 34, and that's going to be a leadoff double by Willie Wilson. He smacks that one easily into center field, and the Royals start off with a man on second. Actually, I said that was a tough. My bad. I'm sorry. Adds 10 to the roll. That is my bad. McGregor is a tough, and that's a plus 10 to McGregor. That's a tough 44, and that is going to be a pop out to second. My bad. I'm glad I checked that. That's a pop out to second on an extra plus tough roll. So there is one out. My bad. Good thing I looked. Here is the left fielder, Lonnie Smith. He batted .293 against the lefts. Yep, McGregor adds 10 to the tough roll. Here's the pitch from McGregor, and that's going to be a ballpark 33, and that's going to be wheelhouse for Smith. Wheelhouse 36, now that is a definite double for Smith. So Wilson didn't get it, but Lonnie Smith did. So I take away one double, and the Royals get another double. So that is a definite double, and Smith will hold at second base. Here's the third baseman, George Bret, who, of course, was in the All-Star game that we played. For those of you who did not check that out, please do. It was a lot of fun to do. Smith on its second. McGregor will pitch to Bret. One out. Here it comes, and that is a wheelhouse 12 or a wheelhouse 16. That's not going to matter anyway. Blam! That ball is high, that ball is deep, and that ball is gone. George Bret, 2-run homer off of Scott McGregor. So I go ahead and take a double away from the Royals, and what do? They go ahead and get a double, and then George Bret hits a 2-run jack, and the Royals jump out in front 2-0 here in the first. Bret goes ahead and smacks that one out of here. Here's the second baseman, Frank White. Check the pine tar on Bret's bat. I'm already on it. They are checking it right now. One out. McGregor will pitch to White. And that is a patient 14. That's a walk. So McGregor comes out here after the All-Star break, and he looks rusty. So White will go to first on a base on balls. The next batter is Darryl Motley. He is the right fielder for this game. Steal rating of 3, jump rating of 3 for White. That is a 4 on the dice. No jump. and I am not going to call a hit and run. So McGregor's going to pitch normally. One out here. It's from McGregor. That is a patient as well. Patient 57, and that's a fly ball to right field. That'll be put away by Lacey. That's out number 2. White holds. And the next batter is the designated hitter, Hal McRae. Bats .233 against the lefties. He did have 8 home runs in 1985 against them. McGregor with the pitch. And that is a tough 77. And that's going to be a fly out to center. And that will end the inning. Kansas City jumps out quick. 2 runs on 2 hits. A 2-run jack by Bret. We go to the bottom of the first. The Orioles historically won this game 8-3. But already it is the Royals jumping out in front. Pitching for the Royals tonight was Bret Saberhagen. 20-6, 2.87 ERA. He was the man for Kansas City that year and definitely was a Cy Young candidate. Leading off for the Orioles in the bottom of the first, second baseman Alan Wiggins. He gets the call here. Alan Wiggins bats .269 against rights. Saberhagen's pitch. That is a tough 96. It's a fly out to left field. That'll be out number 1. That's the first out. And here is Lee Lacey. Lacey is in right field, and he batted .282, 4 homers against rights. Pitch from Saberhagen. That's a defense 71. And that is going to be an error check to third. The ball is hit to Bret. His error rating is a 4. 1 to 41's an error. That's a 71. Bret's got it with no problem. He throws to first for out number 2. Next up will be the shortstop, Cal Ripken. Batted .286 with 20 homers against the rights. Saberhagen with the pitch. And that is a tough 50, and that will be a ground ball to first base. Up with it will be Balboni. He'll take it himself and end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the O's. 2-0 in favor of the Crown Royals. Top of the second coming up. Here is Steve Balboni, first base for the Royals. Batted .220 against the lefties. Pitch from McGregor, and that is a tough 61. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. That'll be put away by Lacey. It's out number 1. Here's the catcher, Jim Sundberg. Sundberg batted .217 against the lefts, but he had 7 home runs. Pitch from McGregor. That's an in-play 0-2. That will be a line slap smack right into left field. That's going to be a double for Sundberg. Sundberg gets a double. That is the second double of the game for the Royals. Probably could have been the third, but I called the play wrong. So Sundberg goes to second. And here is the shortstop, Onyx Concepcion, batted .217 against the lefties. Bob Tabletop Sports and C&D Baseball TV with Tony Porter joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Sundberg on at second. McGregor will pitch to Concepcion. And that is a ballpark 34. That is wheelhouse. Wheelhouse 77. And he's going to get under that one. That's going to be a fly out to center. And that's out number 2. Bad pitch by McGregor, but Concepcion could not take advantage of it. And the next batter will be Willie Wilson, who had a double, but I had to take it away because of the tough roll. So Wilson popped out his last time up. As C&D Baseball is having an outdoors cookout, and I certainly hope you save me a burger. Willie Wilson, the batter. Here's the pitch from McGregor. And that is a wheelhouse 76, and that's chopped to second base. Oh, boy, he got over that one. That'll be played by Wiggins. He throws to first, and the inning is over. Oh, boy. Got away with that one. So no runs and a hit for the Royals. It's still 2-0. Bottom half of the second. Leading off for the O's, first baseman Eddie Murray batted .303 with 21 homers against the rights. Saberhagen with the pitch, and that is an in-play 59. It's a ground ball to third. That'll be taken care of by Bret, who tosses it over to first. And that's out number one. Next up is Fred Lynn. He's in center field for this game. Saberhagen with the pitch. And that's a wheelhouse 13. And that is a kablooey. That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep. And that ball is at least 5 rows back. It is gone. Fred Lynn, solo jack. Oh, he hit that one a ton. Stadium cheers. Yay! And it's now 2-1 as Lynn gets the Orioles on the board. Oh, Saberhagen makes a big mistake. He pitched him a meatball and he turned it into lasagna. Here's Mike Young batting next for Saberhagen. Against him, he batted .260 with 16 homers against the rights. 1 out. Now a 2-1 game. Saberhagen with the pitch. Ballpark 20, and that's going to be a definite wheelhouse for Young. Wheelhouse 05, and he's going back-to-back. Kablam! That ball is hit high, deep, and gone. Solo home run for Mike Young, and this game is tied. Back-to-back jacks. Stadium cheers. Yay! And we're tied at 2. Oh, another big mistake by Saberhagen. First it was a meatball. Now he pitches Mike Young a grapefruit, and he turned that into fruit salad. That one's out of here. And we're tied at 2. Third home run in the ball game. Memorial Stadium, definitely a hitter's park. Here's Larry Sheets for the O's, and he is the designated hitter for this game. Still 1 out. They're going to go talk to Saberhagen on the mound for a moment. And now they'll settle him down and see if what he can do. Here's the pitch to Sheets. And that is an in-play 05. That's going to be smacked into center field. That's going to bounce off the wall. And Sheets will have no problem. He will slide in still into second base with a double. After a ground out, 2 home runs, and now a double by Saberhagen. And the Orioles have the tying run on second. The go-ahead run on second. And the next batter will be Wayne Gross. Gross is at third base today, batted .235, 10 homers against the rights. Remember, the Orioles originally won this game 8-3. 1 out. Saberhagen having a tough outing. Here's the pitch right now, and that is going to be a tough 98. Speaking of a tough outing, that's a fly out to right. And on a tough, Larry Sheets will stay at second base. And now here is Rick Dempsey, the catcher, batted .200 with about 5 homers against the rights. Sheets on at second. He has a run rating of 4. He will not score automatically on a single. I will have to draw a card for him. Pitch from Saberhagen, and that is a patient 05, and he will trot down to first. That is ball 4. First walk given up by Saberhagen, averaged 1.5 per 9 innings. And here's Alan Wiggins. Wiggins is 0 for 1. Runners now first and second. Saberhagen's given up 2 home runs and a double in this inning. 2 outs. Here's the pitch now. And that is going to be an in-play 68. It's a fly ball to right field. Motley will get under that one. and he will make the catch. And that does the inning there. 2 runs for the Orioles on 3 hits. At the end of 2, 2 deuces wild on the scoreboard. We are tied at 2. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. Here's Lonnie Smith leading off for KC. He doubled this last time up, so he's 1 for 1. Pitch from McGregor. That's an in-play 95. It's a fly ball to left field, put away by Young. First out. And now the batter is George Bret. They did check the bat to see if there was any pine tar on it, and they found out it was. They said the bat was okay. They said there was just enough pine tar on it to be legal, because he did hit the home run in the 1st inning. Bret 1 for 1 with a jack. Here's the pitch from McGregor, and that is a tough 95. That's going to be a fly ball to right field, and that will be caught easily by Lacey, out number 2, as McGregor adds 10 to the tough rolls. So I know I said 85, but it's added 10 there. Here's Frank White. White walked his last time up, so doesn't have an official at bat. Pitch from McGregor, and that's going to be a ballpark 20, and that's in the wheelhouse, absolutely. Frank White against the lefty, that should be a hit. It's an 84, and that's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be a single. White smacks that one into center. He will hold it first with a 2-out base hit. Second time he's reached base. And here's Darryl Motley. Motley 0 for 1. Frank White has a steal rating of 3, a 5 on the dice, not going anywhere. 2 outs. McGregor ready to pitch to Motley. Here's the pitch. And that is a tough 73. That should get him out of the inning, and it does. It's a fly out to straightaway center, and that will be caught by Lynn, and the inning is over. No runs and a hit for Kansas City. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, tied at 2. Here's Lee Lacey leading off for the O's. Lacey 0 for 1. Pitch from Saberhagen. Tough 50, and that's going to be a pop out to 3rd base. Bret will take care of that, and that's the 1st out. Here's Cal Ripken. Ripken 0 for 1. Saberhagen trying to calm down after the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a tough 78. And it's a fly ball to center field. That'll be put away by Wilson. That's out number 2. And here's Eddie Murray. Murray 0 for 1. Saberhagen checking and dealing. And that is a leaner, but that's kind of leaning towards the 5. I'll re-roll it. Hate leaners. That's going to be an in-play 43. Murray just misses it. He pops that out to 1st base. And the inning is over there. Saberhagen comes back with a 1-2-3 inning. And we are still tied at 2 after 3. Top of the 4th coming up. Here's Hal McRae. He's 0 for 1. Pitch coming from McGregor, and that is a tough 29. That's going to be a base hit for McRae. That's a single. He fights that off, and the Royals get the leadoff man on. Nice hit by McRae. He'll hold it first. Steal rating of 1. He's not going anywhere. Balboni is up next. And Balboni is 0 for 1. McGregor looking on. Fans here at Memorial Stadium want to see the Orioles get out of this. Here's the pitch. And that's an in-play 34. And it's a pop-out right behind the plate to the catcher. Dempsey puts it away. Out number 1. Next up is Jim Sundberg. Sundberg doubled his last time up. McRae staying at first. McGregor with the pitch. And that is a tough 54. That's going to be a fly ball to right. And that will be taken care of by Lacey. That's out number 2. Two outs. And here's Onyx Concepcion. He's 0 for 1. McRae still on at first, but McGregor doing a pretty good job so far. Here's the pitch to Concepcion, and it's a patient 87. It's a ground ball to short. Up with it will be Ripken. He'll throw to second to get McRae, and the inning will end there. No runs for the Royals. There was a hit. We go to the bottom of the 4th. We're still tied at 2. Here's Fred Lynn, and he gets a nice cheer from the Memorial Stadium crowd for hitting the home run that put the Orioles on the board. Saberhagen knows he's got to pitch him a little bit better this time. Here's the pitch from Saberhagen. In play, 45. Ground ball right back to him. Comebacker. Saberhagen underhands it to first for out number 1. Next batter, Mike Young. Young gets a nice ovation from the crowd as well for hitting the home run right behind Lynn. Back-to-back jacks. Saberhagen's pitch to Young, and it's a tough 89. Ground ball to short, taken care of there by Concepcion. Tosses it over to first for the second out. And now the batter is Larry Sheets. Sheets doubled his last time up. Saberhagen's pitch in play, 13. That's a base hit. He goes ahead and hits that to left. He hits that to left field, so that's a nice little pull. I'm sorry, it goes the opposite field for Larry, so he will go to first and hold there. That's Larry's second hit of the game. He's now 2 for 2. And we'll see if Wayne Gross can bring him around. 2 outs. Saberhagen, Bill pitch. And that is an in-play 06. And that's a double by Wayne Gross. Gross smacks a double. Larry Sheets' run rating is a 4. It's not a guaranteed. So I got a draw. It's a liner into left center. Cut off by the left fielder. All runners score. Larry Sheets will come around and get in there on a big RBI double by Gross. And it is now 3-2 Orioles. Wayne Gross gets a big RBI double. Orioles have the lead. Here's the catcher, Rick Dempsey. Saberhagen checks and deals. Here it comes to Dempsey. And it's a patient 34. That's a base on balls. Dempsey will trot down to first. And that's the second time Dempsey has walked. Second walk issued by Saberhagen. Runners at first and second now for Wiggins. Wiggins is 0 for 2. Can the Orioles break the game open? Saberhagen with the pitch. And it's a tough 60, and that will be a line drive right to short, and Concepcion will glove it and end it there. 1 run for the Birds. For the O's on 2 hits. At the end of 4, they now have a 3-2 lead. We go to the top of the 5th. Willie Wilson will bat for KC. Kansas City at 39-47. They got a lot of ground to make up, or this Royals team that won the World Series that year will not even make the playoffs. And remember, the top 3 in each division gets there. McGregor's pitch to Wilson, and it's a tough 70. That will be a fly ball to right field, and that'll be put away by Lacey, out number 1. Since I like expanded playoffs, I always add a few extra playoff teams. Here's Lonnie Smith. The Orioles, of course, are 38-47. They still got a ways to go as well to get into the top 3 in the division. Pitch from McGregor, and that is a patient 0-4, and I know for sure that will be a walk. So Smith trots down to first. That's the second walk issued by McGregor. He averaged 2.9 per 9 innings. And now a big chance for George Bret. Bret hit a home run in the first inning. He's 1 for 2. Steal rating of 6, that's a 9. There'll be no play. So McGregor will pitch. As BTS says, go O's. McGregor looks at Smith. Now the pitch. And it's a tough 95. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. Lacey makes the catch, out number 2. Smith stays at first. Frank White will take a swing with Smith still on first base. McGregor checking in. Here we go, and that's also a tough 61. And it's a fly ball to right field again. Right, it looks like Lee Lacey has made all 3 putouts, and that ends the inning. Nothing across except a walk. Still 3-2 in favor of the O's. As we are halfway through the game. What do we got coming up? Well, we're probably going to have a little fall classic baseball action a little later tonight, maybe in an hour or 2. I'm going to play another, I guess you could call it another test game. It'll be the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. It was the second game of their 1986 season. And on Inside Pitch tomorrow, we begin game number 1 of the 1995 one and gone. And it's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the New York Mets. Kurt Schilling going up against Jason Isringhausen. That is the matchup I chose for those two. Phillies versus the Mets. The 1995 one and gone begins tomorrow with game 1. And Payoff Pitch tomorrow night. We have, what do we got for tomorrow night? I believe, let's see. And tomorrow night we have the California Angels taking on the Boston Red Sox. So make sure you let all the Red Sox fans know Boston is on the Payoff Pitch board tomorrow. California against Boston in 85 Payoff Pitch. So that's the schedule. Yep, more Fall Classic as we try to learn the game a little better with the help of a great chat room that I had like last night. Bottom of the 5th inning, 3-2 Orioles. Lacey leads off against Saberhagen. Flip the deck for the second half. Saberhagen's pitch. And it's a tough 21. That's a swing and a miss. Strikeout. And down goes Lacey. And that is only the first strikeout by Saberhagen. He averaged 6 per 9 that year. So Lacey goes down. Here is Ripken. Saberhagen's pitch. Tough, 18, and that is a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Saberhagen. Here's Eddie Murray. Murray 0 for 2. Saberhagen will pitch. And it's a tough 27. That, however, is going to be a base hit. That one is hit into right field. Murray gets the first. 2-out single by Murray. And here's Fred Lynn. Lynn is 1 for 2 with a homer. Murray a steal rating of 2. 9 on the dice, not going anywhere. Saberhagen will pitch to Lynn. Fans here at Memorial Stadium want more runs. Saberhagen's pitch. And that is a tough 82. They're not going to get it there. Fly out center field. Put away by Wilson. No runs and a hit. Still 3-2 O's. We go to the top of the 6th inning. McGregor's fatigue inning is the 7th. He's only given up 2 runs, so he's still pretty strong. Here's Darryl Motley. Motley 0 for 2. McGregor with the pitch. Defense, 45. It's going to be an error check to first base. The ball is hit to Murray. His error rating is a 2. 1 to 58's an error, and that's exactly what it's going to be. And that's going to be a 1-base error, and Motley will be safe at first as Murray gets a little bit handcuffed and can't make the play. So it's an E3. First error on the Orioles. There was originally 1 error in that game historically. Kansas City made it, though. Motley on at first. That is a 3. A steal can be done. Hal McRae is the batter. Let's see what Motley's chance is. It's a C, and Dempsey's arm is a 3. So let's see what the chance is. And let's see. It's a C3. It's a normal chance. It's a normal chance for Motley to steal second. With nobody out. He had 6 stolen bases. McRae does bat very well. I'm not going to steal, but I am going to do the hit and run. Normal chance this late in the game. I am going to do a hit and run. Hit and run is on for McRae. Let me get the hit and run chart so I'm ready to check that out. Here we go. Here's the play, and here's the hit and run chap. That is a tough 49, and that's going to be a ground ball to third. It's going to be a ground ball to third, and since it's a tough, it's considered a normal play. So it's a ground ball to third. Double play rating is a 9. Double play is a 7. That is a 10. Motley's run rating is 7. It's not going to work. Motley's going to get thrown out at second, but McRae will still make first, and that's out number 1. The ball was hit too hard. Fielder's choice. And there's now 1 out. Here's Steve Balboni. McRae has a steal rating of 1. He's not going anywhere. So McGregor will pitch. And that is an in-play 04. That's well hit. That's going to be a double for Steve Balboni. It's a deep drive off the wall in right field. Runners advance 2 bases. McRae will hold at third. He will not score, which actually makes sense because his run rating is a 3. He's a slow runner anyway. So actually that makes sense, that card. Double for Balboni. And now the Royals are in business with runners at second and third. And here's Sundberg. They'll go talk to McGregor on the mound for a moment. The infield will be in. Baltimore calls the infield in. So let's see what we get here. Runners at second and third, infield in. Pitch from McGregor. And it's a wheelhouse 48, and forget about it. Kablam! That ball is high. That ball is deep. Going back is Mike Young. He is looking at it, and it's up, and away, and gone. Scott McGregor gives Sundberg a big-time basketball, and Sundberg slam dunks it easily into left field, and that is out of here. 3-run jack for Sundberg. And the Royals take a 5-3 lead. Sundberg goes ahead and slams that one out of here. And McGregor knows he made a horrible pitch. Here's Onyx Concepcion as stadium groans. McGregor will pitch to Concepcion. This will now be his last inning, but now they like to see if he can get through it. Concepcion is 0 for 2. Pitch from McGregor. In play, 97, fly ball left field. That'll be taken care of by Young. That's the second out. Batter now is Willie Wilson. Wilson 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. And it's an in-play 57 and ground ball to first base. Murray will go ahead and take care of that. And he will tag the bag himself and end the inning. And yes, that error did hurt. That error did hurt. Kansas City, 3 runs on 2 hits and 1 error. We go on a big 3-run jack by Jim Sundberg. 5-3 Royals going into the bottom of the 6th. Mike Young will lead off for Baltimore. That's going to be it for McGregor. His fatigue will occur in the next inning, so I'm going to take him out now. Young will bat. Bottom of the 6th inning. Saberhagen with the pitch. Tough, 39. And that's a swing and a miss. Strikeout. Strikeout number 3 for Saberhagen. 1 down, and here's Larry Sheets. Sheets is 2 for 2, a single and a double. Saberhagen looking on. And now the pitch to Sheets. And that is a tough 65. And that one's chopped to short. Nice easy play there by Concepcion. Throws to first, out number 2. Wayne Gross is next. He had a double his last time up. It was an RBI double that scored Sheets. Saberhagen checking in. Pitch to Gross. And that's an in-play 77. Grounded to second base. White's got it. He'll toss it over to first and end the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Saberhagen. And it's the first time he set them down in order since the 3rd. At the end of 6, still it's now 5-3 Royals. Top of the 7th coming up. 2 righties and a lefty coming up for Kansas City. Let's see who Baltimore wants to bring out the pitch. And they're going to go with Sammy Stewart. 5-7, 3.61 ERA. He will now pitch against Lonnie Smith to start the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch to Smith, and that is an in-play 22. Smith leads off with a base hit. That is a single into left. Nice shot by Smith as he pulls it to left field. He'll hold it first. 6B steal rating 4. That's a good steal chance. George Bret is the batter. I think we'll see a steal attempt. Sammy Stewart's hold rating is a 7. I draw a card on the 2D6. 7 or lower, Smith goes. That's a 7. There he goes. Steals batting is a B. And it's going to be Rick Dempsey with a 3 to try to gun him down. It's a B3. It's a very good chance. Throw to second, and he is out of there on a close play. Rick Dempsey guns down Lonnie Smith at second. He is out there on a very good chance. What a throw by Dempsey, and gets Smith. That's out number 1. George Bret will now bat with the bases empty. Little cheer from the stadium crowd. Pitch from Stewart. And it's a ballpark 17. That is in Bret's wheelhouse. Not where you want to go. It's an 88, and it's going to be a base hit. George Bret gets good wood on it and hits that to right field. And Bret will hold it first with a single. How big is that thrown out by caught stealing is now? Bret holds it first, and now here's Frank White with 1 out. Bret not going anywhere. Here's the pitch from Stewart. Tough. 63. It's a fly ball to right field. And Lacey makes the catch. And that is out number 2. Bret holds it first. Darryl Motley is next. Stewart with the pitch. And tough. 14. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. No runs. 2 hits for Kansas City. But they lead the game. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing your take me out to the ball game. Royals lead 5-3. I will be right back. Bret Saberhagen will take over back on the mound, bottom of 7th. Remember, tonight I'm going to do another Fall Classic baseball test game. The Mets will take on the Phillies. I'll probably do that game in about an hour or 2. Tomorrow, inside pitch, 1995, one and gone, game 1. Philadelphia Phillies taking on the New York Mets. And then, of course, payoff pitch tomorrow night. It's the California Angels and the Boston Red Sox for the 85 season. And don't forget, 10-minute ticker returns tonight after the game. Can the Orioles make a comeback? Here is Rick Dempsey. He will lead off against Saberhagen in the bottom of the 7th. Dempsey's walked twice. Pitch coming. Tough. 10. He ain't walking there. That's a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 4 for Saberhagen. Here's Alan Wiggins. Saberhagen has definitely calmed down since the second inning. Pitch from Saberhagen. Patient 26, and as soon as I say that, he walks Wiggins. Wiggins will trot down to first. Wiggins on base for the first time in the ball game. Now Lacy. Lacy is 0 for 3, but Lacy's getting a lot of work in right field. He's been making a lot of putouts tonight. Wiggins, a 6C steal rating. That is a 5. Wiggins could steal, but you're down by 2 runs. I think you let Lacy hit, since Lacy actually can bat 282. So I'm going to let Lacy hit. I'll call off the steal, and I'm not going to do a hit and run here because Lacy does strike out. And Wiggins will pretty much be a dead duck at second base. Saberhagen will pitch to Lacy. And it is a tough 0-6, and he struck him out anyway. Got him on a strikeout. Strikeout number 5 for Saberhagen. Now he's dealing with the K's. Here's Cal Ripken. Ripken is 0 for 3. Wiggins on it first. And Saberhagen will pitch to Ripken. And it is a tough 71. It's a ground ball to second base. That's easily picked up there by White. Tosses it over to first, and the inning ends there. A walk is all the Orioles get. They trail 5-3 after 7. Top of the 8th inning. The Royals have 3 right-handers coming up, so Sammy Stewart will stay on the mound. He's a long reliever, so he has no problem going the rest of the way if necessary. Hal McRae will bat against Stewart here in the top of the 8th. Pitch from Stewart. In play, 32, base hit. McRae goes ahead and smacks that to left. And he will hold it first with a leadoff single. McRae is now 2 for 4. Steve Balboni will come up and take a hack. McRae not going anywhere. Pitch from Stewart. Patient 28, and that's going to be a base on balls. Runners at first and second now with nobody out, and the Royals are in business again. And here's Jim Sundberg, who hit a 3-run jack his last time up. And Stewart's got to be careful with him. Stewart is going to stay out there. He's going to pitch to Sundberg. Nobody out, top of the 8th. Royals a chance to do something here. Baseball Demos joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Yes, it was a nice touch by Joe Bryan to put the active dates on the cards, even though I still use Action PC Baseball to check. But yes, you're 100% right. It's too bad not all of the seasons have that, but I think I know he was updating the font on pretty much every season he had. He might be doing that now, but yeah, at least on the 85 season, he has that there. Stewart's pitch to Sundberg, and is a patient 91, and it is a ground ball to short. Sundberg's double play rating's an 8. Stewart's a 7. That's a 6. They'll turn it. Shortstop to second to first. 2 outs. And McRae goes to third. Boy, do the Orioles need that. They get the twin killing. That's the first double play in the game. Runner on third, though. Here's Onyx Concepcion. He will runner on third. Let's see. This is the 8th inning. I can do a position player change if I want. Let's see, but I got to go by most at bats on the bench. And coming on to pinch hit for Concepcion will be George Orta. George Orta. He will go ahead and pinch hit. He has 288 at-bats against right-handers. And coming into play shortstop for the Royals will be Buddy Biancalana. He'll take over at short. George Orta will pinch hit. He bats .274, and Orioles are going to make a pitching change as well. Sammy Stewart is going to come out, as I got to play chess against myself in the later games. They'll probably bring in a lefty. And it will be Tippy Martinez, who I will not keep out there long. 3-3, 5.40 ERA. The Baltimore bullpen in 85 was meh. But Tippy Martinez will pitch to Orta. And now do I want to burn a pinch hitter for Martinez? He had to, let's see if I want to burn a pinch hitter. Let's see. The answer to the question really is no. For the Royals, the player with the most at bats is actually a, well, you know what? Yeah, why not? George Orta is going to come out. And coming on to bat now will be Lynn Jones. He has 87 at bats against left-handed pitching. He will bat now against Tippy Martinez, a little better average. Yeah, I know. It's greatly decreased on a hit and run. It becomes a 4. I know, but it was still too high. But it was still too high. But it was too high anyway. It was a 10. It was the dice. What was on the dice was a 10, so it wouldn't have mattered. Tippy Martinez will pitch to Lynn Jones now. There are 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And that is a wheelhouse 11. And Jones has a base hit off of Tippy Martinez. Oh, my. Single, and a run will score. Lynn Jones, a wheelhouse and an 11 is good for a base hit. Comes off the bench, gets an RBI single. It's now 6-3 Royals. Tippy Martinez can't get it done. And now the batter is Willie Wilson. And Martinez will stay out there. Oh, big-time base hit by Lynn Jones. 2 outs. Martinez will pitch. Willie Wilson, the batter. Here it comes. It is a tough 15, and that is a strikeout. And the inning ends there. Willie Wilson is 0 for 5. 1 run for the Royals on 2 hits. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 6-3 KC. Bottom of the 8th inning, Bret Saberhagen will pitch. His fatigue inning is the 9th. He had 10 complete games in 85, but his fatigue inning is the 9th, so he's still strong, but this will be his last inning. He's not going to pitch the 9th. Eddie Murray leads off for the O's. Pitched by Saberhagen. It's a tough 46. It's a ground ball right back to Bret. He's got it. Tosses it over to first for out number 1. Here's Fred Lynn. Saberhagen will pitch. And that is a tough 83. No problem there. Fly out to center field. Wilson catches it. Out number 2. Mike Young will come up. He'll bat. Young is 1 for 3. He has a home run in the game. Saberhagen will pitch to Young. And it is a tough 40. And that is a swing and a miss. Strikeout. And that is strikeout number 6 for Saberhagen and a 1-2-3 inning. At the end of 8, 6-3 Royals. Top of the 9th coming up. The Royals have 2 righties and a lefty coming up. That'll be it for Martinez. Orioles will go to the pen. They're going to bring out Ken Dixon to pitch. 8-4, 3.67 ERA. He was a starter, but he can also relieve, so Dixon will come out there to pitch. His job is simple, keep it a 6-3 game. Lonnie Smith bats for the Royals. He will hit with a 3-run lead. As Tony at CT Cards and Dice is going nuts in my chat, but he always does, and I love it when he does. Pitch from Dixon, and that is a patient 61, and he plunked him. Ouch. Lonnie Smith gets plunked by Dixon, probably got him in the leg. Hit batter. He'll go to first, not what he wanted to do. And now can George Bret do a big hit here? Bret is 2 for 4, a single and a home run. Lonnie Smith with a steal rating of 6. He's not going to go anywhere with a 3-run lead. Here's the pitch to Bret. And that is a tough 71. And it's a ground ball to short. Bret's double play rating's a 7. Dixon's a 5. That's a 4. They'll turn it. Shortstop to second to first, double play. Two outs. And here's Frank White. Dixon gets the twin killing. White is 1 for 3. He's got a single. Here's the pitch from Dixon. And it is a tough 70. And it's a ground ball to second base. Up with it will be Wiggins. He throws to first, and the inning is over. A hit batter, but nothing else for Kansas City. Will we see some 9th inning magic as we go to the bottom of the 9th? Saberhagen coming out. Kansas City will go to the bullpen. And they will go to the closer, and that is Dan Quisenberry. One of the best baseball names you'll find. 8-9, 2.37 ERA, 37 saves. Dan Quisenberry is the man. Larry Sheets will lead off against him. He batted .270 against Wright, so he'll lead off. Will we see 9th inning magic, 6-3? Quisenberry will pitch to Sheets. And it is a tough 95, no problem. Fly ball right field. That'll be caught by Motley. And that's out number 1. Wayne Gross is the next batter. Bats .235 against Wrights. I'll check the bench, see if I can make a move. And the answer will be yes. And since it is the 9th inning or later, I can choose any player I want. Gross is at third base, so he's going to come out. And pinch hitting for Gross will be John Shelby. Batted .309 against Wright. And Rich Dower will take over at third base. Quisenberry will pitch to Shelby. 1 out. Here's the pitch. And it is an in-play 95. Fly ball to left field. Lonnie Smith's got it. Out number 2. Last chance is Rick Dempsey. I'm going to see if I can do something with Dempsey. And the answer is yes. Dempsey's going to come out. And coming on to pinch hit for Dempsey and take over at catcher will be Floyd Rayford. Batted .288 against the Wrights. Floyd Rayford will go up against Quisenberry to try to keep the game alive. Steeler fan joins us here at Memorial Stadium. 2 outs. Quisenberry trying to close the game for the Royals. Fans here at Memorial want to see something magic. And that is a patient 86. I hate to say it, there won't be there today. Ground ball to short. Picked up by Concepcion. Pumps once, pumps twice. Throws to first. That's your game. Royals take out the Orioles tonight, 6-3 as we restart the 1985 season. Final line score coming up and 10-minute ticker. Don't go away. For the Kansas City Royals, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. For Baltimore, 3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. Saberhagen gets the win. McGregor takes the loss. And there was actually no save, even though Quisenberry come up there, but there was not a save there. And Kansas City gets the win. In the historical game, Baltimore won the game 8-3, and there were 20 hits between the two teams. In this game, we had 17. Not too bad. 10-minute ticker coming up, everyone. Let's see how it goes. As the rest of the league restarts the 1985 season. Here we go. California, Boston. That's an 11, a win for the Red Sox, 4-2. Cleveland, Chicago White Sox. That's a win for Cleveland, 8-3. Texas at Detroit. That's a 3, a win for the Rangers, 4-1. Seattle and Milwaukee. That's a 4, a win for the Mariners. They continue to play well. They shut the Brewers out 4-0. New York Yankees at Minnesota, 7, a win for the Yanks, 6-1. Oakland at Toronto, that's a 3, a win for the Athletics. They continue to stay up there, 7-4 win on the Blue Jays. Philadelphia against the Reds, that's a 12. Phillies continue to play, continue to overachieve, 7-2, they get the win. St. Louis and the Dodgers, that's an 8, and that's a win for the Dodgers, 4-3. Houston at Montreal. I know Steeler fans watching this one. It's a 7. It's a win for the Expos, 5-2. As I know Steeler fan will say it was rigged. Atlanta taking on the New York Mets. The Mets have had issues dealing with teams that usually should not beat them. But that's an 8. The Mets do get the win here, 9-6. Yay, my Mets. Pittsburgh taking on San Diego. That's a 6. Padres win it 8-4. Chicago Cubs against San Francisco. It's an 11. Cubbies win 5-2. We now move on to the 19th of July. Nice thing about using the cards for the 10-minute ticker, they're already shuffled for tomorrow's game. Kansas City taking on Baltimore. That's an 8. That is a win for the Orioles. They get some revenge, 3-1. California taking on the Red Sox. A 6 is a win for the Halos, 6-5. Cleveland at the White Sox. That's a 2. Indians win again, 9-0. Texas at Detroit. That's a win for the Tigers, 6-0. Seattle against Milwaukee. That's a 6. The Mariners continue to play well, 6-5. Yankees against the Twins. Win for the Twins, 5-0. Oakland at Toronto. That's an 8. Blue Jays get the win 9-4. Philadelphia at Cincinnati. It's a 5. The Phillies continue to win 8-1. They may catch the Expos. St. Louis against the Dodgers. The Dodgers win that one 2-1. Houston against Montreal. Does the Astros get a win for Steeler fan? It's an 11. Yes, they do. 5-3. They do get a win for the Expos. Win for the Astros. Atlanta taking on the Mets. Can my Mets win 2 in a row? Nope, not with that 2. The Braves win that one 3-1. Pittsburgh against San Diego. That's an 8. That's a win for the Padres 7-6. Chicago Cubs against San Francisco. That's a 7. Cubbies win again 7-5. Trying to get back into this. And that is all for the 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. So tomorrow we will have the California Angels taking on the Boston Red Sox. I got a couple of Red Sox games actually coming up, so make sure you let all the Red Sox fans know that their team is up on the board. Bears Den, Steeler Fan, Cards and Dice TV, Baseball TV with Tony Porter. Bears Den, and of course, Baseball Demos. Bob's Tabletop Sports, thank you all for joining me. I'll probably be doing a fall classic game, maybe about an hour and a half. Give my voice a rest here. So, and we'll do the Mets and the Phillies, game number 2 of that 86 season, as I'm still learning that game, and it's always good to have people here help me play it. We'll see you guys later. Stay safe, healthy, smart, and strong. Take care, everyone. It is the Royals over the Orioles, 6-3. See you guys later.